Welcome, Trial Tappers. I want to help you find hope, resilience, and post traumatic growth after life trials and traumas. Today, I want to explain to you about the idea of post traumatic growth and the relationship with others. As a reminder, in the theory of post traumatic growth, generally there's 5 domains that people identify that they had some kind of growth. And if you don't understand it, then you're going to have to go back and watch one of my original videos. But I'm going to explain the idea of relationship with others in this video. When we talk about the theory of post-traumatic growth, it's very common for people to talk about relationship with others and how that improved. As mentioned previously, I use the visual image or analogy of tapping a maple tree to collect maple sap to help people understand this theory. So in this image I had drawn up, it's the idea of eventually, after the bucket has been hanging on a maple tree and the sap has been slowly dripping out into these buckets, a farmer has to come and remove that bucket and go and turn that into something else. It's very common to hear people in therapy explain that somebody has been there for them that helped them do during their trauma or trial. In the theory of post-traumatic growth, we explain this idea that somehow you're able to relate well to others after the trial. So many people reported that they had a stronger connection or increased compassion for those around them, including maybe their therapists, their support groups, family members, friends, and community members. In the theory of post-traumatic growth, there's often this concept that we call an expert companion. We call it expert in quotes because it's not necessarily a therapist. Let me explain what they mean by that. Richard Tedeschi, one of the founders of post-traumatic growth, explained it this way. He said, quote, "We don't mean to imply that this companion has to be a professional or have received any special kind of training. Rather, this companion is an expert at providing a sense of compassion and understanding for you in the aftermath of your traumatic experiences." When working with clients, it's very common that they can identify somebody that has helped them through this trauma, whether it's a sponsor, a peer support, a coworker, clergy member, a neighbor, partner, and or friend that can become this expert companion. When I'm working with people, I'll often say, how can you help people around you know what to do to help you during a trauma or trial when you're at a low state? I say, what activities can others do to help you? So I ask them to teach them, their friends or their family members or their peer supports early before the events happen. When we look at relationship with others, it's very important to keep this connection alive. Relationships with others is vital for many people after a trial or trauma. In a prior video, I explained that my younger brother had died by suicide, and the week after, I was confronted with a man that had sexually abused me when I was 11 and 12 years old. So when I came back to work after my brother had died, I had found people that didn't know what happened with my sexual abuse, but just my brother's trauma alone. I had people coming forward, coming to my office, crying with me, people I didn't even expect. And then I had people that I thought would be there, they weren't there for me. Now, I give them a pass because I assume that many people just didn't know what to say, or maybe they were still dealing with their own traumas. But in my experience, it's neat to see when some friends came forward, they didn't know what to say, but they just sat there with me. Some prayed with me, some talked to me, just processed that. Relationship with others can be very important to you after a trial or trauma. And I want you to be careful not to push people away and to try to keep those connections alive after the experience. Post-traumatic growth is a wonderful theory. I hope you've learned something from this in this video. If you have, please comment below how friends have helped you after a trial or trauma. Again, this video, it can be helpful for many people. So if you'd like to share it with others and or like this or subscribe, that would be great. I hope to share it more with you in the next video. Thanks for watching.